So, uh, this video we will be discussing about the important changes that have been taken place in the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sahita. You can call it to be the features to the BNSS. Speaking of the features of the BNSS, in this we will be talking about the introduction to the features to the BNSS and then the changes that have been taken place pertaining to FIR, arrest, medical examination, police report, victim-centric provisions, and speedy trial. Speaking of the BNSS, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sahita 2023 is the law which replaced the Criminal Procedural Code of India, and it's a new procedural law to the crime, and it came into force on 1st July 2024. What is the objective of BNSS? Number one, to ensure that there is a speedy justice. Number one, to bring transparency in the investigation processes. Third is to make the victim-centric provisions in the criminal law. And then we have the salient features where it talks about the most important is um, audio video recording search. Audio video recording search was inserted to make that to bring the transparency in the process of investigation. And then first we'll move towards the most important changes that have been taken place in the FIR. First concept is zero FIR. So now the question is, what is zero FIR? Zero FIR is nothing but where a report which is filed with the police when a crime is reported outside of the jurisdiction of the police station where the crime is committed. So it's like crime is committed in one place and the report is being lodged in the other place. So the report can be lodged in other place, and that particular of police officer where the report has been filed, that particular police officer is going to send it to the appropriate forum. The concept of zero FIR is FIR can be registered at any police station irrespective of the place where the crime is committed. That has been added in the section 173 itself. That is the concept of zero FIR. And FIR is now possible through electronic means. FIR is through electronic means. But one point to remember here is once the FIR is lodged through for electronic means, the one who is giving the information is to sign it within 3 days. And the number three is the conditions pertaining to conducting the preliminary inquiry where it is imprisonment is between 3 to 7 years, where the police in charge, officer in charge of police station may, with the permission, they can proceed with the matter. With the permission of DSP, they can proceed with the matter. That is also one change that have been taken place. Zero FIR, electronic means. Most important change in the FIR. Coming to the arrest. Coming to the arrest, what changes that have been taken place in the arrest? Number one is a person who is aged, infirm, and the one who is aged and infirm cannot be arrested without the permission of Deputy Superintendent of Police. So without the permission of Deputy Superintendent of Police, no aged person, infirm person can be arrested where the punishment is less than 3 years. Where the punishment is less than 3 years. Aged person is someone who is above, what do you call, 60 years. And then we have the appointment of designated police officer in every police station is to, there must be a officer appointed to maintain the record of the arrested person. And number three is a private person can arrest, but one condition is in case private person is arresting, the person who is arrested to be handed over to the police within 6 hours. This is the most important point which has been inserted in section 40 of BNSS. And then handcuffing is allowed, but not in all the cases, only in certain cases. Number one is when there is habitual offender, when there is organized crime, terrorist attack, drug related cases, illegal possession of the armed and murder, acid attack, and offenses against the child, offenses against the women, and human trafficking, and all in acid attacks. In all these cases, handcuffing is allowed. These are the points pertaining to the arrest. No arrest of the aged, and a private person if arresting to be handed over to the police station, police officer within 6 hours of the arrest. Now, and then medical examination. Now, application for the medical examination can be moved by any police officer. Earlier, it can be moved only by the sub inspector. Now, SI. Here, now police officer can move the application for the medical examination of accused. Then medical report of victim rape to be given in 7 days. Here, the medical officer need to give the forward the report of medical legal report within 7 days. So within 7 days, the medical officer is to forward the report to the investigating officer, and medical examination report to be given without delay. Without delay, within 7 days, the report is to be given to the investigating officer. And then a police report. When we talk about police report, investigation in certain cases, in cases of the offenses against that is sexually related offense, cases under BNS and postcode to be completed within 2 months from the date of recording of information. From the date of recording of information, the investigation is to be completed within 2 months. And then the copy of the police report is to be given to the magistrate. It can be given through electronic means. That is pertaining to the police report 193. And then victim center. This is one of the major change that has been taken place in the criminal justice system, where it says that to inform the victim about the progress of investigation. Now, what is the progress? What is the status of the case? What is the status of the investigation? To be informed to the victim within 90 days. And investigation is to be completed within 90 days. And when the prosecutor is withdrawing the case, the victim is to be heard. That is also a right of victim. And then speedy trial. Framing of the charge. The magistrate will have to frame the charge within 60 days from the first date of hearing. From the first date of hearing, within 60 days, charge is to be framed. And then judgment within a period of 45 days on completion of trial. Like after termination of trial, the judgment to be given within 45 days. Within 45 days of the completion of trial, judgment is to be given. And judgment, if it is by the sessions court, within 30 days after argument. That is to ensure the speedy trial. The time period have been mentioned. And then other key changes that we can see here is, one is forensic aid. Forensic aid is in case where there is heinous crimes investigation, like rape related heinous kind of crimes, murder, dowry deaths, rape, all this becomes heinous crimes. For in that crimes, forensic aid is to be given, where forensic aid is they will mandate to collect the forensic evidence at the crime scene by the forensic expert. Then here heinous crime is where the punishment is beyond 7 years or up to death, imprisonment for life or a death sentence. Then compensation to the one who is arrested without any ground. So compensation is to be given. That is malicious arrest. If a person is arrested without any ground, he is to be compensated. And then service of summon is now possible through electronic communication. Earlier it used to be directly to be given or through post. And that used to be the provisions. Now it has made electronic communication is also possible. Summon is one way of compelling a person to appear before the court. While compelling a person to appear before the court, the first step that the court is going to take up is summon. Summon is call from the court to appear before the court. That is, service of summon can happen through electronic communication also. And summon to produce document or other things, that is 94. And then SP can entrust the investigation to Deputy Superintendent of the Police. And these are the certain changes that have been taken place in the BNSS. You can call it to be the highlights, and then that is the salient features of the BNSS. And then all the best for your tomorrow's paper, and I wish all the best. Do not panic. Give importance to the major chapters like charge, sessions court, the trial before sessions court, magistrate, and then we have bail, arrest, FIR, complaint. Give first importance to the most important concept. Do not panic. For correct sections, you're going to score 2 marks, and for wrong sections, your 2 marks will be taken out. So make sure you either write the correct section or you don't write any section. All the best for your tomorrow's paper. Wake up early in the morning. Do revise all the chapters. Do well. See you all in the next session.